It is simply a half a glass of water. Therefore, promises are not always a guarantee of good. Just a reminder to expect. Kenny Bernstein and Dale Armstrong began 1993 with promises of success, but what they found instead was the dark side.
Kenny Bernstein and Joe Amato in the finals here in Pomona. Kenny hoping for a big start to the year. He finished third in Winston Chase back in 1992. Who was the champion? You got it, Joe Amato. Problems for Bernstein. A disaster for Kenny.
Well, the best feeling I can tell you is that almost you're helpless. You're a rider. You just, at one point, you fight the car as long as you can, trying to steer it and stop it and doing the things that it's telling you to do. And then it finally goes past that point of no return. You just become a rider. And it does seem like a long time. I remember the one in Pomona when it turned around backwards. I said to myself, it's going to hit something hard here pretty soon. And it seemed like it took before it finally went across and hit the guardrail on the other side. But you know, it is quite slower than you can imagine. But the main thing is you just become a rider at a certain point, and there's nothing you can do but just hang on. And the only thoughts that I've ever had through my mind during those points of time is don't hit something real hard, because they know you're fixing to hit something hard. It's going to hurt.
The first thing that goes through your head is Kenny, because you can't see much from the starting line because there's either a lot of smoke or you know, your vision is obliterated, and so your first thought is to get there. And then when you get there, you sort of hope that you're not the first one there in case it's real bad, you know. But usually the safety crew is there by then, and at Pomona, when he crashed so bad and I got down there, as soon as I jumped out of the truck to go running over to him, somebody yelled that he's, you know, he's conscious and talking. He's okay, Dale. So, I mean, it's just a relief to hear that.
The nature of a job often forces on us a point of view. Kenny and Dale are both racers, yet because of their jobs, driver and crew chief, they tend to look at the sport differently. For Kenny, that means not even reviewing footage of incidents, while for Dale, it means accepting and expecting the worst.
I haven't really seen much of it. In fact, it's kind of funny. I don't really care to look at them because I don't really see why should I put that mental picture in my mind. I don't need that. I'm not, you know, there's no reason to. And the first thing that happened when the one you talked about in Maple Grove, I had never seen it. And I was in a studio doing a TV interview, and they popped it up in front of me and said, "Hey, tell us what happened here." And I had never seen it before. So, and I haven't seen the one in Pomona yet to this day. I've seen parcels of it as accidents when they pop up on the screen at the Nationals or something in one of the races, and I happen to catch a taste. But I've never looked through them and studied them and said, hey, this is what took place. It's just not a reason for me to do that. I see no reason to put that picture in my mind.
I myself try to visualize a run before it happens, rather than just standing there unprepared. And I mean, as far as what the car's going to do, but also try and visualize some kind of a disaster, so that what you can do and prepare yourself for it. And try to prevent it. I mean, that's when you're always looking at what could go wrong here that could get a person in trouble and injure somebody, you know. So you just have to, make yourself do that instead of just going along and getting in a pattern where nothing ever goes wrong, because those things, once you get lax, they'll jump up and really bite you.